Welcome back to my channel. Today, we explore the value of specific coins, the most valuable silver Washington quarter dollars coins value in market. First up, the 1987 D Washington quarter. Yep, that's right, the quarter with the Denver Mint mark. From 1987, but here's the twist. We're talking about the silver version, not the common clad coin you find in your change. So, why is this 1987 D quarter special? Well, the vast majority of quarters from 1965 onward are made of a copper nickel clad, not silver. But for collectors and investors, there are silver Washington quarters minted before 1965, which are made of 90% silver. A 1987 quarter normally isn't silver, but what if you do come across a silver 1987 D quarter? That would be an error or special issue coin and extremely rare common, clad composition, worth about $2,500 in circulation. If it's in fine condition, meaning moderate wear but details still visible, you might get $3,000 to $1 from collectors. There's no official 1987 D silver quarter from the US Mint for circulation, so if you do have one that's silver, it's either a rare error, a counterfeit, or a special private mint piece. But silver quarter dollars that are truly collectible usually come from the pre-1965 era. You find a genuine 1987 D silver quarter. It's practically priceless for collectors. Values could jump into the hundreds or even thousands, depending on authenticity and condition. Many so-called silver quarters from modern years are plated or fakes. So always have your coin tested or graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. To sum up, the 1987 D Washington quarter in fine condition is mostly just a regular collectible coin worth about $1, unless it's silver, which would be a rare find and could be worth a lot more. If you think you have one, definitely get it checked out. Next up, the 1970 D Washington quarter. And what makes this common-looking coin potentially valuable? So, if you've got one of these in your coin jar, listen up. First things first, the 1970 D Washington quarter is not a silver coin. While it might look silver, it's actually made of copper nickel clad. Just like most quarters minted after 1964, over 311 million of these were struck at the Denver Mint. So by itself, it's not exactly rare in very fine VF condition. A coin shows moderate wear but still has clearly defined details. The hairlines on Washington's portrait should be visible, and the eagle on the reverse should have decent feather detail. In today's market, a 1970 D Washington quarter in very fine condition is worth about $3,500, just a little over face value. Not exactly a jackpot, right? But wait, here's where it gets interesting. Some era coins from 1970 have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. These include off-center strikes, double dies, or even coins mistakenly struck on silver. Planchets. One example is a rare 1970 D struck on a 40% silver planchet, likely intended for a special coin or leftover from a previous minting error. That kind of coin can bring in big money at auction, so if you've got a 1970 D quarter, don't dismiss it just yet. Check for signs of errors, weigh it to see if it matches standard specs, and if in doubt, get it appraised by a professional. That's it for today. Remember, even the most ordinary coins can carry hidden value. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your pocket. Next up, the 1967 Washington quarter dollar, made of silver and without a mint mark. We're talking about one of the last quarters struck with 40% silver before the switch to copper nickel clad coins. If you've got one in extra fine condition, stick around because its value might surprise you. First, a quick background. From 1932 to 1964, Washington quarters were minted in 90% silver. But starting in 1965, due to rising silver prices, the US Mint switched to 40% silver-clad coins for 1965 through 1967. These 1965, 66, and 67 quarters are unique because they have no mint mark at all, regardless of where they were struck. 1967 silver quarters without mint marks were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, all marked only by their silver content. And what makes these coins particularly special is their silver composition combined with their historical context during the coinage transition. Now, if you have a 1967 quarter in extra fine condition, meaning it shows only light wear on the highest points and retains most of its original luster and detail, what is it worth today in today's market? The value of a 1967 silver quarter without a mint mark in extra fine condition typically ranges between $6,000. This price reflects primarily its silver content plus a small premium for condition. But keep in mind, grading can affect value a lot. A coin graded MS65 or higher fetch $8,000. So, while it's not $1 million coin, it's definitely a neat piece of American history and a solid addition for any collection, especially if you love silver coins from the 1960s. Next up, the 1977 Washington quarter dollar, specifically the ones without a mint mark. You might think modern quarters aren't worth much, but stick around because some of these can actually surprise you in value. So, what's special about the 1977 Washington quarter without a mint mark? Well, first, let's clarify. Quarters from 1977 were primarily minted in Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia coins usually don't have a mint mark, while Denver coins bear a small D. The no mint mark ones are Philadelphia strikes. These coins are made of a copper nickel-clad composition, no silver content, since silver quarters ended in 1964, but that doesn't mean they're worthless in circulated condition. These 1977 quarters are generally worth their face value, $9,000, but here's the kicker: in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 and above by professional grading services, these coins can fetch anywhere from $11,000. Why? Collectors love high-grade coins from modern years because they're harder to find in pristine condition. Some rare varieties or error coins from 1977 can command even higher prices, but the standard no mint mark quarter in top condition is still a nice little find. If you have a 1977 quarter without a mint mark that looks shiny and sharp, it's worth getting it checked out by a coin dealer or submitting it to a grading company. So, don't just toss those old quarters. Some 1977 Washington quarters without a mint mark might be quietly sitting in your change jar, waiting to be discovered. Next up, the 1997 Washington quarter with the P mint mark, especially those in extremely fine condition. Is this common pocket change actually valuable? The Washington quarter has been a staple in American coinage since 1932. The 1997 issue, minted at Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark, is part of the regular circulating series. But even regular quarters can have collectible value, especially in top-notch condition. First, what does extremely fine mean? In coin grading, extremely fine, or EF40 to EF45, means the coin has light wear on the highest points, but retains most of its original luster and sharp details. It's a step below mint state, but still highly desirable for collectors who want quality without paying premium mint state prices. So, what's the value of a 1997 P Washington quarter in extremely fine condition? According to the latest market data, these quarters typically sell for about $1,000 each. That might not sound like much, but here's the catch. Certain coins, if exceptionally well preserved, with no scratches, full details, and vibrant luster, can fetch slightly higher prices from niche collectors. Why such a modest value? Well, the 1997 P quarter wasn't a limited edition or special minting. It's very common with billions produced. So, while an extremely fine coin looks great, it's still mostly a circulated quarter without rarity factors. That said, if you're collecting Washington quarters, here's a pro tip: look for coins with strong strike quality and minimal wear. Coins graded as extremely fine or higher from this era can be great additions to your set, especially if you plan to upgrade gradually. So, to wrap up, a 1997 Washington quarter with a P mint mark In extremely fine condition typically holds a value of around $4,000 today. Not a gold mine, but a nice little collectible for any coin enthusiast. If you have any of these coins, keep them safe. Who knows, future demand could increase. Enjoyed this video? Hit that like button, subscribe for more coin facts, and drop a comment if you have rare coins you want us to check out. See you next time.